Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dex, also known as Vanilla Pop-Tart, and today here we are going to discuss which department has the best special response team. So other than that, let's get straight into it. This is just a little bit of a disclaimer that these are my opinions and are gonna be a bit biased because these are what I have seen during my patrols, and some of the like patrols that the others response teams do could have been taking place outside of my time zone, so I might not have seen them. And these are we're gonna be taking a look at only LEAs. There's gonna be no MNG or other departments like PA or TA if they even have a special response team. Special response teams are units filled with department's highly skilled members that group together and call themselves a special unit. Currently, every LEA department holds one special response that each deals and specializes with certain situations. Today I'm going to rank and figure out which department holds the best special team by taking a look at their unit heads, their activity from what I've seen, their uniforms, effectiveness, and individual skill, and what it takes to get inside these teams. From all these combined, I will score them out of 10 points and give them a grade based off of a high school grading scale that is found on the internet. Before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe because I actually put a lot of effort into this video, and we're on the road to 1K subscribers and we are almost 25% there. So other than that, let's get straight into it. We're first going to start off with the Plymouth Police Department's Criminal Investigations and Apprehensive Team. Their sergeant gave me a little bit of a background behind their group, and I'm going to read it out here for you. He says that they believe that they are the second best LEA special response team because people have to understand that we're not just a tactical team, we're mainly an investigation unit, which is why it's called Criminal Investigations and Apprehension Team. Our chief thought both sides weren't active enough, so he decided to combine the two. Pretty unique idea if you ask me. So what he's saying is that they are not fully tactical, they are both Criminal Investigations and Apprehension Team. This unit is overseen by Blocks Gaming _ Roblox and is led by Sergeant Mazda _ MPV. He's also one of my friends. So first I'm going to give the CIAT and activity a 7 out of 10 because from what I've seen they are really active. They do a lot of patrols. I've seen them imply a lot. They're always imply from what I've seen. Their uniforms, I'm going to put up a picture of their uniform on the screen right now. Their uniforms are probably the second best tactical team uniform LEA that I've seen so far. Like, it's really nice. It's a mix of SOB, web. They just have the vest and a shirt that they all wear, but their accessories on their head are all personal preference as long as it's black and combines with their uniform. Their effectiveness, I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10 because from what I've seen, they are always in control of play. Whenever there's a situation where they are out of control or they're deployed, they are always there and can always take back play within 5-10 minutes. Their individual skill is probably a 6 out of 10, even though each individual is not the best. When they come together, they are going to make one hell of a team. And in order to get into CIAT, you're going to need to do a application, and then after that it's going to be a tryout. So after the scoring, I'm going to score them a 31 out of 40 if I add them all together, which is a 78%, which is a C+, which is not bad. Next we have the Lander Police Department's Critical Emergency Response Team. When I asked their captain to answer some of my questions that I had for them, he said that he didn't want to. He didn't give any reason why. When I asked their sergeant, he believes that they are one of the most effective TAC teams in terms of their operations in all of New Haven County. So they are overseen by Captain Idot _ Wild and led by Sergeant Jameson Reagan. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. And for their activity, I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10. I don't see them deployed often, but when I do, they have a decent amount of people in their vehicles, in their big like cert cars. I don't know what they call them. Their uniforms, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give them a 3 out of 10. Their uniforms are memed about thinking like they're janitors and stuff. Even though they have the plainclothes option now, they probably still don't have that good of a uniform just because they don't receive that much depth support. Their effectiveness, I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10 because from what I've seen, they handle their hostage situations, shooters, and whenever there's shooters at Lander Hospital or McDougal, they handle them really well and work as a team really nice. Individual skill, I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10 just because you have to be handpicked, I believe, to get into the critical emergency response team. And so that means they pick one of the best people in the Leonardo Police Department. So when I score that, it's going to be 24 out of 40, which is a 60%, which is a D minus. Not the best, but not the worst. Next, we have the unit that I'm currently in, the New Haven Sheriff's Office Warrant Enforcement Bureau. This is the only non-tactical team on this list, and the Warrant Enforcement Bureau, or WEB for short, is known for taking in custody and detaining and searching for search warrants. This bureau is overseen by Lieutenant Arium and led by Sergeant Mostly Like Whoa.
Oh, no, again?
I threw
Wishing
wishing
the well.
Don't ask me, I'll never tell.
For activity, I'm giving them a 9.2 out of 10, just because this might be a little biased, just because I'm in web and I know when we're deployed, but we are deployed and do like shifts 1 to 2 times a day, which is a lot. Our uniforms, I would say, web probably has the second worst uniforms for the LEAs. I'm gonna give them a 6 out of 10 for that, even though it looks nice with the vest. I just don't feel the green. It doesn't really mix with what they're doing. Their effectiveness is definitely a 9.2 out of 10. This is, again, maybe biased just because I'm in web, but from what I've seen, we always get our search warrants. We always get our arrest warrants. We have over 200K a month from seized goods from people who buy illegal guns without FYD. Our individual skill, I'm gonna have to give that an 8 out of 10, just because you have to try out or sometimes rarely apply for web. But when you try out for web, the tryouts are pretty tough. They take the best out of the best, the people who talk the most, the people who work the hardest, people who shoot the best. So out of that, I'm gonna give them a 32.4 out of 40, which is gonna come in at an 81%, which is a B minus. Now we have the hometown favorite, the Mayflower State Police Special Operations Bureau. This was Mayflower's first special response tactical team that received dev support and is liked by many people in the entire community. When I asked government officials such as Government Francis and Lieutenant Governor Shad, they said that SOB is also their favorite, and I asked many other government officials and they said that SOB is their favorite. SOB is overseen by Captain Doblo and Lieutenant Zero_C and led by Sergeant Batman 212369. I'm gonna give their activity an 8.7 out of 10 just because I always see them deployed. I see Doblo's videos. They always have 4 to 6 people per deployment. Their uniforms, I'm gonna give them an 11 out of 10. They have the best uniform in the entire state of Mayflower. I think many people can agree. And if you don't agree with that, I don't know, man. Effectiveness, 9 out of 10. They do their job perfectly. They do everything really well. It's a wonderful tag team. And their individual skill is a 9.2. From what I heard, their tryouts are held outside of the game, New Haven County. It's held at a RCL place, and I heard that they take the best of the best. And they're going to be ranked a 37.9 out of 40, which is a really good score. Which is going to come in at 94%, which is an A. So, in my perspective, coming in at number 4, I'm going to have to put CERT. Yeah, they just rank the lowest. They're not the worst, but they rank the lowest. Third, I'm going to give CIAT. Even though CIAT is really good, they just don't really... CIAT comes really close when it's against web, but web just beats them in the long run, just out of activity and effectiveness. So second is obviously web, active or effective. Even though we're not a tactical team, we do our job really well. And first is obviously Special Operations Bureau, because they're just liked by everyone. Uniform great, activity great, leaders great. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to put your opinions on which is the best tactical response team in Mayflower. Not tactical, but just special response team in Mayflower. And if you like this video, make sure to smash the like button. Again, we're on the road to 1K subscribers. We're almost at 200. And if you want to send this to a friend, go ahead and send this to a friend. Make sure to subscribe. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.